Buongiorno, buonasera, benvenuti amici, welcome my friends. My name is Vincenzo and welcome to my channel, Fountain Pen Therapy, a channel that tries to take a look at fountain pens, fountain pen ink, and fountain pen friendly paper. And today I have another review of a beautiful fountain pen that was provided to me by Atlas Stationers in Chicago, Mr. Brendan Schmidt, wonderful man. Corresponded with him in the last couple of weeks. I know he had kind of reached out to me before my vacation, and we kind of postponed things upon my return. I got his beautiful pen. It's a beautiful Delta pen, and as you know, I'm a great fan of Delta, and we're going to put it to the test. Take a look at its design and features, do some pen comparisons, we'll do a writing sample, give you some measurements, and I will give you my verdict. So stay tuned. Here is the Delta Duna Happiness. Just a brief unboxing. Comes in this pretty standard black paper box from Delta. This one's the black one. I've seen it in that, the Delta orange as well. This one's in black. It comes with a little booklet, giving you a description, some information on Delta, etc. that we've seen before. And the pen is tucked away in this fairly simple box. Nothing to write home about. Pretty standard stuff. And here is that pen. Now, let me tell you right off the bat, the first time I took a look at this pen, I wasn't a fan of the color, but the more I kind of played around with it, and the more I took a look at that resin, and I'm not sure the camera is doing justice to it, but you can see that resin sparkles. Now, yes, admittedly, this is not my favorite color. The pinkish and the light pastel are not my favorite. I have very few pens that are pastelish in color, but the pen itself is beautiful. I got to tell you, that resin is really, really nice, and just the camera doesn't do justice to the sparkling chatoyancy of that resin. But I know that a lot of you like this pastel color, and I can think of some pastel light inks that would just be beautiful with this pen. I'm going to try to find a nice match before the writing sample. Beautiful gold trimmings. It's a piston filler. The piston does work fairly well. As you could see, eventually you'll get to see it. There it is. Very smooth mechanism. Okay, there's an ink window. And it is a limited edition. Can we see it in the writing here? Yes, we can, but I don't know if the camera's picking it up. But it says limited edition. This is number 7 of 150. Because there are only 150 pieces that are made. It says Delta exclusive or ex Atlas 2024 limited edition 007 of 150. So there you have it. Okay. Finials slightly pointed, roundish at the bottom end. It's got the typical Delta roller ball styled clip. The clip is springy and functional, and it opens up in, that's one, so about 1 1/4 of a turn to reveal the Delta branded Yowo nib. This one is, what did I order? Did I order a medium? So this one's a medium. Oh, I just see a little bit of thread there. Okay. Nice. The new, well, the standard Yowo feed, if you will. The newer style, obviously. The pen fits beautifully in my hand. Very nice size, just right. Not too big, not too small. More on the bigger side than on the smaller side, if I have to call this a medium. The threads here on this section are completely smooth. I can hardly feel them. The step down is very gradual, and you can hardly feel it, so you can hold the pen a little higher up or a little lower down. Not going to affect, not going to affect greatly the writing experience. There's a little bit of a flare there. Does it post? Yes, it does, folks, and it posts very securely, deeply. It does not affect that a piston knob, so you won't turn it. Very well balanced. In fact, some would argue even better balanced posted than unposted. There you have it. I think that's the design and features of this pen. And like I said, it's a pen that's kind of growing on me, if you will. And the more I play with it, the more I look at it, took some video of it, you get to appreciate this pastel color. So there you have it. So what I propose next is we'll do some pen comparisons. Be right back. For the pen comparisons, I try to stay, at home with Nino Marino, so to speak. So I've got, I think, most of his brands. No, actually, I'm missing one brand that's missing, but I've got the Nettuno 1911. I got the Delta Icon. I got the Right Balance from Delta. Here's the subject pen. This is a Delta Journal, more of a vintage Delta than a modern one. And this, of course, is the brand new Delta, but that existed under its old organization, but kind of revived and brought back alive, if you will, by Nino. So there you have it. That's a comparison. You can see that it is slightly larger than the Journal, a little bit longer than the Nettuno as well, but even rivals this big one, which is a kind of a Dolce Vita inspired big pen. There you have it. Those are the pens capped. Here are the pens uncapped but not posted. And once again, the Duna is right up there. I mean, the Right Balance is a little bit longer, along with this big girthy one, but and it's kind of pointyish at the end, so it's a different style. But I think it holds, it holds its own. Very, very nice. And there you have it. Those are the pens compared, uncapped, and unposted. Here are the pens posted. I'm starting to get, the fact that they're bigger when they're posted is not necessarily a good thing, right? So, but you can tell posted, this Right Balance is not a great poster, I got to tell you, and explains why it's so big, but and neither is this big juicy one. I don't think you should use this pen posted, but it can be posted. But I really like the way the Happiness or the Duna posts. Very, very, very comfortable in the posted position. Just very similar to the Journal, if you will. Yeah. So here are the pens posted. And what we'll do is we'll put up on the screen some measurements and then do a writing sample. So we're back for the writing sample. The ink I've chosen is this Mont Blanc, or Mont Blanc, or Mont Blanc. One viewer said to me that he was helping me with my, because he thought I didn't speak French, but I speak fluent French. Yes, and si on parle français de la France, Mont Blanc. But if we speak French from Quebec, alors on dit c'est du Mont Blanc. That's the difference, folks, between Quebec French that I speak et le français de la France. Okay? It's Mont Blanc or Mont Blanc but it's not Mont Blanc, that's for sure. Meisterstuck. So there you have it. The coral. I haven't used this ink very much, so I figured I'd put it in this pen. It maybe not the greatest match, but I figured it goes. The paper I'm going to be using is my favorite Tomoe River paper. This is actually the original Tomoe River, not the Sanson. Okay, so let's see how this nib fares. So this is the Delta Duna Atlas exclusive. The Happiness. Limited edition. Okay. The ink. Should have done the nib first, but the ink is the Mont Blanc. And it's the anniversary edition of Coral. The nib on this pen is a Delta branded Yo-O, and it's a medium. Fairly stiff, nice and wet. Stiff. Typical. It does not give me, any line variation. The line is pretty consistent, but it's constant. Just a hint of feedback. Which I think I can get rid of with a little bit of work on this nib. Just got a little bit of, a little too much. Fast writing. So for those of you who enjoy feedback, it's not a problem. But I like them a little smoother. So I think I'm going to play around with that nib just a little touch. Be right back. Okay, so I'm back. Let's just see if I... Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's the way I like them. Really smooth now. Not a problem. There you go. Very nice. Likes and dislikes. Well, the Duna design I like just because it's a very, in terms of comfortable, postable, piston filler, ink window, very nice resin with some weight, by the way. It's thick. It's not thin resin. Very, very nice. Got to tell you, there is some, there's some beef here. Very nice. So the Duna design, the material of this resin can be both ways. I mean, you can't dislike the material per se. Just maybe the pastel color. You're either totally turned off by this kind of color or really like it. So, but that's subjective. But in terms of the pen itself, well, the nib is a Yowo nib, performs well. So, you're not getting a gold nib, you're getting a nice steel nib that performs very, very well. And really, the only dislike, and it's very subjective, is whether or not you like this pastel color. Otherwise, I've got to tell you, this pen is a beautiful pen. Is it a go-to pen? Got to be careful with this kind of pen, in kind of a, depending on the setting, But for an everyday pen, absolutely. Absolutely. 10 on 10. Very nice. So another Delta gem, if you will. Just cut. Here we go. Yeah, very nice pen. Very nice pen. I have another Duna, which is in the greenish. Let me just see if I have it here. Let me just take a look at that. Yeah, and just switch. Yeah, that's the other Duna that I have in kind of this green blue with this yellow ink window. You could see there's a little difference. In terms of the ink window is much wider here than here. But essentially the pens are, identical. And it's really a question, and it's a beautiful design, nice color, if you like that type of color. So there you have it. That's my review, folks. Thank you very much to Atlas Stationers for having reached out and having sent me the pen for review. Thank you, Brendan. You're a gentleman and a scholar, as they say. All the best. Work hard now. Now you're recently married, so you've got an additional responsibility, as they say. I know it's mutual. In any event, grazie molto, ragazzi e ragazze. Thank you very much for joining me once again. Please stay tuned. We've got some videos coming up on the weekend. We've got that big Mag 600 Flex Showdown that I've prepared for you. I'm going to be comparing the Mag 600 Flex 14 karat nib, as you know, with approximately a dozen or 14 other Flex nibs to give you an idea of what's out there. Maybe not all of them, but quite a few. It's a lengthy video with timestamps that you could enjoy and compare. So, grazie molto. Thank you very much. Enjoy your pens. Please subscribe, comment, like or dislike. Don't hesitate. Grazie.